A quick note, my base is a kind of altar. A quiet place, with an entire wall covered in a lavender field mural, curtains drawn, taking up a third of the room. At 2 a.m., after drinking the brew, I lay down in my sacred spot. The atmosphere was calm, but I felt an anxious premonition. I have a strong dislike for chaotic thoughts, and the mental noise was already creeping in. I put on some lofi music, and the space transformed. The lavender field began to breathe, and the music merged with evolving fractals. With my eyes closed, I entered an unbelievably beautiful tunnel with a pixelated, gaming aesthetic. It felt like diving into an arcade machine and hitting the jackpot. I had never seen the lavender field like that before. It was alive, magical, glowing with psilocybin colors and shimmering light. The only thing that started to bother me was the spasmodic vibration crawling up my back. After about 3 songs, everything began to fade. A wave rolled in, like a time collapse from Alice Through the Looking Glass. The chaos reached the base. I felt physically sick and went to the bathroom hoping to purge, but couldn't. That's when something truly terrifying happened. From the edge of the baseboard, where the tile met the doorframe, I saw them, bloody red, demonic faces. They knocked from below, as if rising from the depths. With no way out, I stepped back into the room and didn't recognize it. It looked like my apartment, but everything felt fake, drawn, constantly shifting. Derealization, like in the movie A Scanner Darkly with Keanu Reeves. I was upset that the trip didn't go well in my base, so I moved to the couch. The derealization began to fade, but then I started losing connection with my body. I usually handle outer distortions better than inner ones. At times, I couldn't tell if I was breathing. I couldn't feel my heartbeat. My critical thinking whispered, "This patient is more dead than alive." I swore I'd never touch mushrooms again. Then came strange effects. The blanket seemed to cover me on its own, like it had a life of its own. Objects appeared as if edited into reality from the future to the past. Everything became more fragmented. The frame rate dropped. Then the emptiness pulled me in. I crossed an event horizon, like falling into a black hole. I truly believed I wouldn't come back. I thought about the universe existing without me. At that moment, my monitor went into sleep mode. The room turned dark. It grounded me a little. I heard silence. I heard birds beginning to sing outside. I felt cold, so I went to the kitchen to close the window. Seeing morning outside the window, even though my blackout curtains kept my room in darkness, that made me so happy. The light, the sense of time moving again, it helped. Still feeling residual effects, I tried to find some baking soda to wash a cup, but couldn't. Only on the second try did it appear, in the exact spot I had looked before. I looked at my hand, and for some reason I thought my index finger was the middle one, the main one. The others faded into the background. I undressed and made the couch. This was the second moment of peace. I was suddenly struck by how wonderfully absurd my space looked. On the wall, a tapestry of a rainbow mandala and a framed picture of Astolfo. Below that, peeling wallpaper, fixed in place with a safety pin. And, oh God, it looked perfect. Stylish and absurd at the same time. The decorative ribbon I had ordered before the trip, I won't even need it. The pin gave it more vibe than I ever expected. Asynchronous perception. Lying under a blanket printed with rosebuds, I watched the base with one eye. It looked whimsical, like I was peeking into my daily life, turned ever so slightly magical. Although the trip didn't go well in that space earlier, now I was seeing it differently. Again, I emphasize, with one eye. It felt like I was in a hypnagogic dolphin state, like one hemisphere of my brain was asleep while the other stayed awake. With my left eye, so my right brain hemisphere, I watched my surroundings and quietly enjoyed their authenticity. Then, in waves, I turned my attention inward, thinking about my life, gazing into the distance again. It was this asynchronous dance between hemispheres that gave me the desire to try the experience again, but next time, with a different approach.